one rib brood from the cattle chute. Press along to the big corral. You ought to be branded on the snoot. Press along to the big corral. Press along, cowboy. Press along with the cowboy yell. Press along with the noise, big noise. Press along to the big corral. Early in the morning, about 4:30, press along to the big corral. You'll hear him open his face and roar. Press along to the big corral. Press along, cowboy. Press along with the cowboy yell. Press along with the noise, big noise. Press along to the big corral.
Should have roped you instead of the car. We just got those strays rounded up, and now look what you've done.
Oh, Rex, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it. Look. Besides, my throttle got stuck.
Snooper, sometimes I think your brain gets stuck.
Just come out here to bring you some bad news.
You brought it all right.
This telegram from your uncle, Sam Sickle. He's up in Sonora, in Utah. He's in trouble. He needs help.
Dear Rex, need help at once.
We'll wait for you at Trails End Hotel, Sonora, signed Sam Sickle. Was sent from Sonora at 9 o'clock this morning, and printing on the top said it was received here at 9:58.
That all you remember?
Sure, that's all it says.
Meet me at the ranch. We're going to Utah.
Sure, Rex. Be right with you as soon as I crank up old Betsy.
Ben, Sam Sickle again. Did a fellow in a dark outfit just come in from the street?
Nobody, Sam. There ain't nobody been through the lobby in the last hour.
Who do you suppose they are?
So there anybody. It's a hotel, ain't it?
What's Mr. Sickle's room number? Sam Sickle.
He's not in just now. Who shall I tell him call?
His nephew, Rex Allen.
Oh, he wants to talk to you on the house phone. I'll connect you, Mr. Allen.
Thank you. Hello, Uncle.
I don't want you to come up. I'm being watched every minute. No telling what might happen to you if they'd see you in my room.
Why?
Here's the way it is, Rex. There's an old friend of mine, Sarah Wendover. She's got a wagon train ready. And tomorrow morning, she's taking a party of dude Easterners over the old Colorado Trail into California.
Well, that old trail hasn't been used much in 100 years.
Sarah hired me for wagon master tomorrow. But somebody in that party don't want me to go. Maybe I better tell you the rest of this in person. Ask the night clerk where the luggage room is. I'll see you there in 5 minutes.
Grandpa. Me and Rex will take over from here. What happened to you, Gertrude?
Stopped the slug. Hey, you over there! You want to quit?
Wait a minute. Look, maybe you did get him.
All right, in there. Better call it quits.
Maybe you two better call it quits. Drop your guns. Now get to your horses. We're headed back to town so as you can tell the sheriff why you helped the killer get away.
Look, Rex brought back 2 for the price of 1.
Sheriff, do you know these men?
Yeah, they worked at my sister's ranch. Pete Milan and Hank Driscoll. But who are you?
Rex Allen.
Sam Sickles' nephew.
Sam was killed with this, the handle of a blacksmith's hammer.
About me and Pete, Sheriff. We heard some shooting up here, and we took out after a fellow jumped through that window. This is the fellow we caught up with. Guess we got our wires crossed someplace.
You got them crossed all right. While you had me cornered up, the killer got away. I can't describe him for you, Sheriff, but he was riding a pinto horse.
Well, that isn't much, but it's a help. Alan, your uncle had enemies. At least he had one. What do you know about it?
Well, only this telegram that he sent me. He told me on the phone that he had a job tomorrow. Somebody didn't want him to take it.
Oh, that's that wagon train. I notified the old lady who hired Sam about what happened. Where were they going, anyway?
Over the old Colorado Trail, the party of dude Easterners.
Who said that? Who called us dude Easterners?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Oh, you did, huh? You young whippersnapper. Let me tell you something, young man.
Grandma, please. Mr. Sickle.
I'm sorry. I like Sam Sickle. He was a good man. They don't make men like him. Not anymore, they don't.
I can agree with you on that. Sam, well, he was my uncle.
Ma'am, this is Rex Allen. Mrs. Sarah Wendover and Miss Nancy Bonner.
How do you do?
They're on that wagon train tomorrow. It was Mrs. Wendover that hired your uncle.
Mrs. Wendover, there's just one question I'd like to ask you. What's the reason for this wagon trip?
Oh, it's very simple, young man. All of us on this party, myself, the Hatfields, the Suttons, Nancy here, we're all descendants of the original pioneer party that had crossed on that trail 100 years ago. It's just a sentimental journey commemorating our ancestors.
My uncle was killed because somebody didn't want him to lead your party tomorrow. I'd like to take over for Sam and find out who killed him.
Well, it's better than hiring a complete stranger.
There's only one thing wrong with it. Sam wrote me a letter. Where till I find it?
My uncle wrote you a letter?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. He didn't even go to school. He couldn't even read or write.
Well, he must have written this one, because the young fellow that handed it to me said it came direct from Sam. Confidential. Here it is. Oh, I can't find my blasted glasses. Read it, Nancy.
Dear Mrs. Wendover, nobody knows I'm writing this except the bearer. Do not mention this letter to anybody. But if I can't be wagon master for your train tomorrow, I advise you to hire my good friends, Pete Milan and Hank Driscoll. You can reach them
Milan
at
and
the Simpson
Driscoll?
Ranch. Sam Sickle.
Go with him, Snooper, but get back by morning.
Why didn't you go after them yourself? They killed your uncle, didn't they?
No, Mrs. Wendover, they didn't. My uncle told me that somebody on that wagon party wanted to stop him from going along. And somebody, that same somebody, forged that letter to put Milan and Driscoll in his place. They're just a couple of hired hands. It's the one that did the hiring that I want.
Do you have any idea who it was?
No. Only that it's somebody in your party. Mrs. Wendover, I've got to be along on that wagon trip tomorrow. I think you understand why.
Rex!
We chased them fellas half the night. No soap. Sheriff figures maybe he can pick up the trail at daylight.
Get rid of your bedroll and meet me at the last wagon. All set, Mrs. Wendover?
Got a long journey. Get 'em rolling.
I'm going to take care of that little matter we talked about last night, and then we'll be on our way.
All right.
Mr. Sutton, before we leave, I'll have to ask you if you're carrying any firearms.
Sure. A rifle, why?
I'll take charge of it if you don't mind. You can have it back just as soon as we finish the trip.
Why should I give it to you, Alan?
Because my uncle thought there might be a killer in this outfit. No offense, man. It's just a precaution.
I'll take my own precautions.
As long as I'm wagon master, everybody obeys the rules. Everybody. I want that rifle, Mr. Sutton.
And why don't you come and get it?
Get in your wagon. Snooper, we're taking charge of all the guns. In case anybody forgets one, search all the wagons. Start with this one. Coco?
Here. It's the only gun I have. But since you seem to mistrust everybody, I expect you to search my wagon, too.
I'm just being careful. Mrs. Wendover agreed to it.
Did she agree to your beating people up?
Who's driving your wagon?
I am.
Alone? Aren't you a little young?
In case it happens to be any of your business, I'm 20. My great-grandmother drove a wagon like this when she was 16, and alone till she met my great-grandfather during an Indian attack. Any other questions, Mr. Wagon Master?
Not now, Miss Bonner. You folks carrying any weapons?
Young man, the Hatfields don't believe in weapons of destruction. 100 years ago, my family crossed the plains against hostile Indians with no weapons whatever. Just the horses and the plowshares. May I read? Violence often defeats its own ends. Where you cannot drive, you can always persuade. That's a quotation from William Hazlitt.
I agree with that quotation myself, Mr. Hatfield. But out of courtesy to the others, I'm afraid I'll have to have Snooper search your wagon.
Thanks for the lift. You Sarah Wendover?
Yeah, who are you?
Red Bancroft. Did you get my wire?
Yeah. There was a Barcroft in the original party. In his telegram, he claims to be a descendant.
I don't just claim to be. I got proof. I figure this gives me as much right as anyone to make this trip. Hey, I'm a one-man army.
Here. Put your collection in that.
Where's your wagon? No time to get one. I just got in town. Somebody's going to have to give me a lift. I got plenty of money. I can pay my way.
Your party, Miss Wendover.
This looks all right, Bancroft. You can ride with me. Only first, turn over your gun to the wagon master.
What for? One of the rules of the trip. I'm collecting all the guns. I said all the guns, Bancroft.
What are you talking about? You got my gun. Let's go.
I'll take the one out of your right boot, too.
Everybody ready? Come on, Snooper.
You all right, Nancy?
I am. But you ought to see the inside of this wagon. Everything's upside down and busted.
Can I drive you back to the trail?
I promise not to make any cracks about how dumb I am for losing those lines.
I promise. No cracks. Got that.
Hi there. Lucky break meeting you folks out here. My horse broke his leg a while ago. Had to shoot him. Been on foot ever since.
Bad country for a man on foot. Who'll give the stranger a ride?
He can ride with me if he wants to.
Oh, thanks, honey. You got yourself a date.
Well, just a minute, stranger. You'll have to give me that gun belt. It's one of the rules. You can have your gun back just as soon as you leave us.
Sure, help yourself. I hope you won't be turning me loose for a long time.
Anytime you get crowded, Nancy, just let me know.
Forward! Oh, my name's Scully. But you can call me Jack.
My name's Nancy. You can call me Miss Bonner.
Where we headed, Nancy?
Colorado Trail.
Huh? For how long?
We'll be out at least a month.
Only a month, huh? We better make every day count.
Day by day, Mr. Scully. Your walk back to Sonora will get that much longer.
Oh, Nancy.
Ray! Ray!
Got a notion to send you back to town afoot.
Well, if it ain't a small world. Hiya, Rex. Glad to see you.
Hiya, Hap. Boy, am I glad to see you. How about taking this maverick back to town for me?
Well, sorry, Rex. I'd like to oblige, but I can't take riders when I'm on line duty. Phone company regulations.
We wouldn't even leave a rat out here. He can get in my wagon. I've got an idea Barcroft will keep him in line.
All right, front wagon.
Everybody up. Let's get him rolling.
I'll have to be shoving along, Rex.
Oh, just a minute, Hap. Seeing this truck kind of gives me an idea. We pass any overhead telephone lines between here and Ball Mountain?
Sure. Our poles run all through this Red Rock country.
Hap, I want to make a phone call to Salt Lake. I wonder if you could loan me a handset so I could tap a line.
Oh, strictly against regulations, Rex. But I'll tell you what. I just accidentally forgot an instrument today. Left it hanging on a pole over by Red Rock. I hope I find it when I get back there.
You find it, Hap.
So long, Rex. Nice to see you.
So long. Thank you. Keep this out of sight.
Well, when are you going to use the phone, Rex?
Tonight, we're camping by Red Rock.
Well, who are you going to call in Salt Lake? What for?
I should have borrowed 2 of those snoopers so you could listen in. Wagons ahead! As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy all dressed in white linen, all dressed in white linen, as cold as the clay. I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I boldly stepped by. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story. I was shot in the breast, and I know I must die. Let 16 cowboys come carry my coffin. Let 16 cowboys come carry me along. Take me to the graveyard, there lay the sod o'er me. For I'm a young cowboy, I know I've done wrong.
Okay, Snooper, your turn.
Who, me?
You all right, boy? Gophers.
Snooper, I forgot to tell you. I put the box there to cover that hole. All right, folks. Let's get a little rest. We hit the trail at 6.
Good night, Rex. I guess you're turning in.
I was just thinking about taking a little walk.
It is a nice night for a walk.
I'm going down to check the horses. See you in the morning.
In the morning. Good night, Rex.
Night. Come on, Snooper, and bring those guns.
Wait a minute. I'd like to say something.
Make it short and sweet.
I don't know how the rest of you feel, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't like the idea of these wagon boys keeping our guns. They don't seem to trust us. Why should we trust them?
That's what I've said all along.
Oh, don't start this argument again.
Could I make a suggestion that might end all this argument?
Go ahead, Robert.
Naturally, none of the stout you, Sarah. I suggest we leave the weapons in charge of Mrs. Wendover.
Including theirs.
Now, just a minute. We're responsible for the safety of this outfit.
You decided that for yourself, Alan. I still don't like it.
Stop all this. This wagon party is my idea, and I don't mean to see it break up now. Rex, I don't agree with all this Tommy rot. But to keep peace, I'll take charge of those guns and yours, too. I can still handle a rifle pretty well, if anybody gets any ideas.
You're the boss, Mrs. Wendover. You stay here near the camp and see that nobody gets near those guns. Operator? Operator, I want to get the National Library of American History in Salt Lake City. And I'd like to speak to the chief librarian, Miss Hildegard Smithers. Now, the library only stays open till 9, so would you please put me right through? Thank you. I hate to bother you this late, Miss Smithers, but I have a question I think you can answer without too much trouble. It's about a wagon train that left Utah 100 years ago over the old Colorado Trail to California. It was called the Wendover Party. Just one more thing, Miss Smithers. If this wagon party 100 years ago was just a religious group like the Mormons, why did they join the gold rush? Just a minute. What's the matter, Snooper? Something wrong at camp?
No, nothing.
And they found it? Gold? Snooper, don't come up here. Well, then that could be the reason for this modern...
Don't touch me. It's my back.
You all right, Snooper?
Yeah. He ain't so lucky, though. Look at his neck all twisted.
Don't move me. Call a doc.
Let's face it, Scully, it'll take a doctor several days to get out here, and you don't have that kind of time. This is the same kind of a hammer handle that was used to kill my uncle with back in Sonora. You killed him, Scully.
Why don't you confess? You're going to die anyway.
If I check out, so do you guys.
What does he mean?
He means that the same fellow that hired him, the one that hired Milan and Driscoll, is out to get us, too. And it's somebody in that wagon party. Who is it, Scully? Look, Scully. Somebody on that wagon train paid you to use one of these on my uncle. Who was it?
Saved him from dying of a busted neck.
Stopped him from talking, too.
That's your gun. Everybody stay in camp.
You be careful, Robert. Better wait here.
Sarah? Mrs. Wendover?
Is my husband out there? Did you see Jess? Has anything happened to him?
I don't know. Mr. Hatfield, where's the rest of the party?
Can't say. The wife and I woke up and we thought we heard shooting.
You did hear shooting.
Then we heard running feet. I guess the rest of them ran out after the shots.
All except one. Somebody left before the shots. Mrs. Sutton, when did your husband leave?
After the shots.
Rex, what happened?
We were ambushed. Somebody killed Scully with this. It's my gun.
There's one missing in my collection, Rex. I must have dozed off for a minute and somebody snagged it.
I suppose you have the same alibi as everybody else. You left after the shots.
After the shots.
Maybe you left a little sooner and took this with you.
Sarah, what right has this man to accuse anyone? Who had the fight with Scully today? He did. Tonight, Scully was killed and with Allen's gun.
He's right, Sarah. Do we have to look any further for the killer?
You'll have to look a lot further. Mrs. Wendover, I'm taking charge of those guns.
I don't like this, Sarah.
You'll all have to like it. We took the guns away from Allen. Look what happened. As long as it's my wagon party, Rex keeps charge of the guns.
I'm a one-man army again. Anybody wants one of these guns, let him try and get it. Some of these must be loaded. One-handed guitar player?
Not very good even with both hands. You'd better take over. I'm better with a 4-up team. Or am I?
Roll on, wagons, roll through the dusty gale. All along the Colorado Trail. 18 miles of mountain road, 15 miles of sand. If I ever travel this road again, I'll be a married man. Weep all ye little rain, wail, winds, wail. All along the Colorado Trail. Get up early in the morn, roll till sun goes down. Camp along the waterfall, 1,000 miles from town. Roll on, wagons, roll through the dusty gale. All along the Colorado Trail.
Thanks, Rex. How about an encore?
Many as you like. First, let's talk about last night. I borrowed a phone from that line truck. Last night I called the library in Salt Lake. They told me the original Wendover party over 100 years ago joined the California Gold Rush. And in 1851 they came back to Utah with $500,000 in raw gold.
Indians attacked the party and they were all lost. So was the gold.
There was one survivor, Jonathan Wendover, Sarah's grandfather. He hid that gold somewhere in a desert cave.
But he died right after he got back to Utah. Nobody ever knew where the cave was.
Nancy, I've got a hunch that gold is the real reason for this trip. Won't you tell me any more?
All right, Rex. But first you've got to understand one thing. The original Wendover party wanted that gold to found a church settlement in Utah.
And now?
We want it for about the same thing. We're going to build the biggest dude ranch you ever saw. Except it won't be for dudes, and it'll be free. Boys' ranch, we'll call it. That's the reason we want the gold, Rex. The only reason.
Nancy, this gold has been lost for over 100 years. Why does Sarah think she can find it now?
Sarah organized this party just a few weeks ago. She located an old pocket Bible that belonged to her grandfather. He was carrying it when he died. Stuck in the back pages of the Bible was a sort of map. Sarah's sure the map will take us to the gold. My father thinks so, too.
Your father couldn't come along with us?
Oh, yes. Dad left Sonora a week ahead of us with a wagon load of supplies and feed for the horses.
He left alone?
His wagon was so loaded he was afraid he'd hold us up. We'll meet him at Fort Hale.
Where is this Fort Hale?
In the Gila Mountains. It's a log village where the first Wendover party spent the winter. It's just a ghost town now.
Trouble, Mr. Bonner? Too cold for you? Yeah, warm it up for him. It's a chilly night out. We're through playing games, Bonner.
I'm telling you again. I've been in Fort Hale for 3 days. That gold has been lost for 100 years. How could I find it in 3 days?
I don't know how you found it, but you did. Those gold nuggets, that rusty cap and balled gun. This old powder horn with the name Jonathan Wendover. You found these in the cave. You've got just 5 minutes to tell us where that cave is. Okay, Milan, let's have the poker again.
Wait a minute. Did you hear something?
That's my dad.
Everybody take cover.
Hold it. Get Bonner on his feet. You out there, hold it a minute. Bonner's still alive. If you want to keep him that way, you better make a deal.
What's the deal?
The 3 of us, we're walking out to our horses. Hold your fire and nothing happens to Bonner.
We have no choice. Everybody stay with the wagons.
Hold your fire.
Yes. Thanks to this young man, I expect to live to a ripe old age.
Rex, these 2 men, they're the ones from Sonora.
Milan and Driscoll. Let's get inside and get some questions answered.
We don't know anything, Alan. Why waste your time?
Sarah's father. How did you find these? Even with the map?
I was prowling through the desert sinks below here. I stumbled across these. Just beyond that, I found the cave.
And these 2 found you.
They jumped me here in town about an hour ago. Up until then, I thought I was alone out here. It's the end of the trail, Sarah. The first thing in the morning, I'll lead the wagons to the cave. I stored the feed in an old barn at the end of the street. We can bed the teams there for the night. Come along, Nancy. Sarah? Oh, what about these 2?
Go ahead, I'll take care of them. Looks like an old storeroom or something. There's no windows in it. Snooper, there's a padlock out in the Sutton wagon. Will you get it? I trust you boys will spend a comfortable evening.
Me and Rex will get the horses out. Don't go any closer. Tie the horses out back. Get away from camp. In the morning, I want you to follow the wagon frame. Not too close.
It's still in the barn.
I'll get it. It's Milan and Driscoll. You want to chase them?
It's no use. For one thing, they've got too much of a start. For another, their boss, or whoever broke them out, is still right here. If those two grabbed guns, he's probably got one, too.
What are you going to do about it?
You keep everybody here at the barn. I want to take a look through those wagons. Trying to figure out where Milan and Driscoll will show up again.
You think they will?
I'm sure of it, Snooper. They've probably trailed us ever since we left the camp. Keep your eyes open.
No, I can't understand Sarah. Letting those two wagon boys lead us straight into a trap.
Maybe we should talk to her again.
What's the use? She's got some kind of blind faith in this Rex Allen.
Rex! It's just beyond that draw. Come on, folks. That's all, Sarah. We found the end of the rainbow.
Finding the end of the rainbow is almost too much for me. I'm older than I thought. Oh, my throat's parched, Nancy. Will you get me some water?
Sure. Don't bother, Nancy. I have a canteen right here.
You'll find that gun empty, Mr. Hatfield. I took care of it last night while you were still at the fire.
Hold it, Alan. This gun isn't empty.
Sutton, what's the matter with you?
You've been blind long enough, Sarah. It's Alan and his friend here. They're behind the whole thing.
Don't be a fool. Turn your gun on Hatfield.
Why? Because he was smart enough to see through you?
You're right, Sutton. Exactly why I tried to hide out a rifle last night. I've suspected this, Alan, from the start.
Anybody want to die a hero?
Milan, there's 4 of us, 1 for each wagon. Tie on those saddle horses. Miss Bonner, will you get in that wagon, please?
You've got a wagon load of gold. Isn't that enough?
Miss Bonner's going with us as far as Sonora. If nobody interferes with us, you'll find her there, unhurt. Alan, you're a good guide. I'm sure it won't take you over 3 weeks to walk this party back to the nearest civilization, if you're lucky. Milan, get in that wagon. Bell, you take the Sutton wagon. Driscoll, you drive my wagon. Alan, if everybody stays out of this, nothing happens to Miss Bonner. Go ahead, Bell.
Now, come on, get out of here. Hey, get over there. Go on, around. Look, get around there.
Take it easy. Kill Nancy and yourself.
What are we going to do?
It'll take some thinking and some luck.
Everybody stay here. untie the saddle horse.
Take these guns and get back to Snooper and tell him I need some help.
Waste hours looking for him here. Let's get back to Hatfield before he decides not to wait. Hey, Rex! Rex! Where's Coco?
I left him over there the other side of those rocks. As soon as we pick him up, we'll take a shortcut ahead of the wagons. Down the canyon. Stay with the wagons and cover the two Hatfields.
Rex, you've made all our plans possible. Just remember, Boys Ranch will always have a job waiting for you.
Thank you.
You sure you can't take the job, Rex?
I have a ranch of my own, Nancy, and I guess I better be getting back to it.
Yes, sir. One of the biggest hauls I ever made. I kind of hated to kill Milan, but it was either me or him. After that, I managed to catch the rest of them alive, all except Driscoll. You should have seen what I had to do to capture Driscoll. After that, I captured Hatfield and I... Well, anyway, I did capture Mrs. Hatfield.